soldiers, customers flocked to William Hamleys' so-called Joy Emporium. By 1848, when Queen Victoria and Prince Albert first popularised the modern-day Christmas celebrations, it had become a London landmark. 33 years later, Hamleys' grandsons moved the business to Regent Street and boosted sales further.
British trade is expanding, the British Empire is expanding.
So that's how it got to Regent Street.
It's growing very rapidly, and wealth is percolating down.
And they've been there ever since.
Order. So middle class children would have been getting toys from Hamleys.
By the
It's a
end
family
of the
generation
19th
toy
century,
business.
Hamleys had helped create the true magic of Christmas for Victorian families. But it was its own expansion into magic that would bring even greater success.
Magic, of course.
The interesting thing about 10p, and the reason I asked for 10p is because you can
Well, you're going to see Matthew on Boxing Day, but he brings all his magic tricks. I thought I did it without the advert, did I not?
Christmas entertainment on Channel 5, sponsored by Angel.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
My favourite place in Hamleys was definitely the Harry Potter section.
No, girls. Yeah.
I've got Harry Potter from Mighty Great Deal One. I have the young Albus Dumbledore's wand.
I've got a section downstairs now, haven't
In the basement.
Yeah.
And I've got lots of bags and pencils, a notebook and a wand pen. If you're obsessed with Harry Potter, this is the place to go.
But Hamleys' association with magic predates the creation of Hogwarts by more than a century. 7 years after moving to Regent Street, it bought another store in neighbouring Oxford Street. Its name, Bland's Magical Palace.
In 1888, in London, magic was one of the most popular entertainments that there was for people to go and see. There was a very famous place in London called the Egyptian Hall, where all the travelling magicians used to come. It would be like your touring postcards today or something like that. They would go around Europe, around England, go around America. So Hamleys was always on the lookout for something that was, of the moment. Would have been really interested in acquiring a company that had a lot of magic tricks and so that they could sell them in their shop.
So this is the magician's chest from Hamleys. It's seen better days, frankly, but inside is a whole world of make-believe. I was probably about 8, 9 years old, and things that I'd seen in Hamleys being demonstrated were now literally in front of me in a magic box.
It was sets like this one that would inspire Paul and many other young magicians and performers.
The first trick I learned would have been, I think, the paddle trick. And this is it, it's a little paddle. And then from nowhere, you can just grab a little dot and catch it. And it appears on the paddle, but also you get one on the other side as well. But it's something that can rub off really easily, and it ends up being a little white paddle again. In this day and age of computer wizardry, there's still nothing to beat that one-on-one, showing a miracle right before your eyes.
Good magic is less about the technical skill, although that's important, and as much about how you sell it. It's all about the performance. A good magic trick you can just do anywhere in the world, it just transcends language. That is just your regular 10p. Yeah. And the interesting thing about 10p, and the reason I asked for 10p was because if you rub it like that and heat it, it just vanishes. It's gone. That's it.
This is a little silk handkerchief. So you put the silk into your hand, and then very slowly, if you do it right, you just keep pushing it in. And then what happens is, you blow, and it just disappears. And then you can do this. It's all about blowing. And you reach into your hand, and you can produce a handkerchief.
I mean, that's been clever, isn't it? Just with a handkerchief.
Magic sets may have been a constant on Hamleys' shelves, but other kids' products have changed beyond recognition. By the late 1940s, a new material was revolutionising the entire industry.
Plastic, by any chance? Plastic toys. Like Tonka, they were made of old metal and things, weren't they? Old Meccano and that. Yep, plastic.
first
Plastic moulds.
plastic toys sold by Hamleys was the interlocking building brick. Created by British designer
Lego,
Hilary Page,
of course.
the individual bricks snapped together to form any structure a child wanted. Within a year, a Danish toy manufacturer
Jesus.
saw the product. Realizing the patent only covered the UK, it adapted the design, began making its own version in vast numbers, and called it Lego.
Biggest thing ever.
Today, Lego is one of Hamleys' biggest sellers. In 2014, there was even a full-size Lego bus shelter outside the store, built by Duncan Titmarsh, using 100,000 bricks.
Jesus.
Bus sign has to be accurate because people choose
Look at that.
bus shelter, made Lego bricks and bought buses from it.
Duncan runs one of only 16 certified Lego building companies in the world.
One interesting idea as a fan was brought back to the London Underground map that went into Hamleys, and I made it accurate as possible.
Oh.
So people went into Hamleys, saw it, and could actually work out their route on the underground from the map.
I'd love to make a duplicate of that and put in a frame.
Massive models are designed on a specialist computer program which shows the sculpture in 3D. Then it's up to the team of master builders to construct them layer by layer.
This is
Ostrich?
a leopard on a bronze. The first layer I like to check a
That's good.
few times just to make sure it's in the right place, the rest it will throw the whole thing out. I enjoy seeing the final product all done, stepping back and thinking, yeah, I built that.
Along with Lego, a perennial bestseller for Hamleys is the children's doll. One doll in particular.
Barbie!
Of course.
She has really stuff and straight, nice and blonde. I like the dress. I like that they have so many different kind of dresses and like good stuff.
The bombshell American doll that was to rock the world first made it to the shelves in 1959. Whereas previous dolls imitated infants, Barbie was a teenager, beautiful, blonde, and a massive hit. Sales were so strong that Hamleys then owners decided to produce a British rival. And so Cindy, the doll you love to dress, was born.
Well, Cindy was a deal we did with an American company who had a doll called Tammy as a rival to Barbie. We were happy to have us market their Tammy doll, but they wanted us to change the name. And I can remember walking along the street one Saturday morning with a list of 6 names and asking people, which do you think is the best name for a doll? And the winner was Cindy. And it was a rather nice little tune that went with it. Take an S, take an I, take an A. I think what? Cindy. Remember?
Once on the Hamleys shelves, Cindy became the must-have doll for tens of thousands of young customers. Melanie Quaint got her first of many Cindys at the age of 10.
I was very bad and cut all of her hair off. So when I rediscovered my collection, I decided it would be kind to give her some new hair, which I did. And I decided that I should have princess hair as recompense for my bad parenting when I was a child.
For a while, Cindy was more popular than Barbie in the UK, even becoming the country's best-selling toy. For many, she became a model for what a modern woman should be.
I think Cindy is quite an independent young woman. I think she knows what she wants. I think she wants to stand on her own 2 feet, her own 2 vinyl feet. She was British, she was clean cut, she was fashionable. She wasn't, a cleaner and a cook. She had outfits that were called jet setter. There wasn't much that she didn't do. It was really aspirational as a girl.
And Melody's Cindy wasn't averse to a night out with the lads.
I used to steal my brother's action man. He used to hang around Cindy quite a bit, and we'd go out and stay over and made sure